main man, Ted Myers, ladies and gentlemen. Put it together for Ted Myers. All right, Ted.
Ted was looking for rose petals. I don't want rose petals.
I was laying it out.
Hey, I think y'all thought I was joking. I do need some Gateway Red.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was my bad. Hey, that's your next sponsorship. You need to get some tequila sponsorship.
Just got some water.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a true listener to the Coach E Game Ball Seasons podcast, I do open up every episode and I say, brought to you by Move for Less. Thank you, baby. And this is the CEO of Move for Less, Ted Myers. We grew up together, played high school football together. He graduated a year before me. Been friends ever since. So, Ted.
Yes, sir.
You are the number 2 guest of the 100th episode.
Thanks for having me.
No doubt. Just like them, you know how we get it started. How did you get to know Coach E?
I don't remember exactly when we met.
Been that long, right?
Yeah, it's been that long. We was definitely middle school, high school, something like that. A little closer. All right, definitely middle school, high school, something like that. Like you said, we played football together, went to school together and everything. I just remember you was a little younger than me, but still big ass dude. Big ass little kid. They're just talking about kids coming in big sizes, not just you. There ain't no more kids that size. So just always a cool guy. You know, from what I remember. Even when we were young and all of that stuff. Just always a genuine guy, both you and your brother. Just always super cool. So, you know, we've been good ever since then.
Shout out to my older brother Larry. Stand up, Larry. My older brother Larry right there, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody swear we twins, but we not. He is definitely old as shit. 2 years older as shit, to be exact. But just like I brought up the sponsor, Move for Less, tell the people about Move for Less and the endeavor that you embarked on years ago.
All right, so Move for Less. Actually, we just celebrated today. What's today? The 20th.
20th.
So today is actually our 13th year in business. On the 20th for that. That's a huge coincidence.
Absolutely huge.
So we're a moving company located here right here in Bedford. So right around the corner from here. Like you said, been around for about 13 years now. We do residential moving, commercial moving. Local, interstate stuff, things like that. So, you know, just moving labor, things like that. So we've been around for a while and, you know, still excited about it. And that's what we do.
So just like Brittany and Dre, you also have your hands in a lot of pots and a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
So you do have a group home or a couple group homes. Break down to the people how you got started in the group home and what drew you to that.
Well, group home is one of my other companies, Myers Family Home, located not too far from here in Maple Heights. Just something I was kind of doing. I'm ambitious. You can't tell me I can't do something. Sometimes I go a little too crazy. As soon as I get my mindset on something, I'm running with it.
Yeah.
So kind of met a few people through my CPR classes at my other company that were in the group home game. So I had a house that I was renting out, and I said, you know what, let me try to do a little something different with this one. So went online, figured out, you know, what it took to get started, furnished the place and everything, and jumped into the group home game. Mm-hmm. So it was a disaster when it first started because I was a little overly ambitious. I didn't know you couldn't just take anybody in. So a nursing home called me one day and said, hey, we got a resident for you. I'm like, all right, cool. I got my first resident. Yeah. So they dropped this lady off. I didn't know how I was going to get paid.
Ooh.
I didn't know nothing. I was just happy I had a resident. It was a huge mistake. I ended up having to sleep at the group home for about a week straight, so I was away from home. So I learned a very valuable lesson from that, you know, slow down a little bit and, you know, don't do too much. But it worked out. We got some guys there. It's a mental health group home, mental health and addiction services. So they have to have some type of mental health diagnosis or some type of addiction issue or something like that. So we got some guys, you know, they become kind of like family. Our longest guy there has probably been there for about 5 years. Another guy there for about 4. The other guy's been there for about 2. So they've been around for a while. We take care of them. You know, we take care of them just like we take care of our own family. So that's you know, very rewarding.
Okay.
Definitely.
So you did. Oh, my bad. So you did mention another business in that group home situation. So one more business. Tell the people about how they can get in touch with you for that.
All right. Well, MedCert, that's my first company before anything else. So we've been around since 2005. So in July, it'll be 18 years. So when I got out of college, kind of got interested in the medical field. My mother was teaching classes, nursing assistants and CPR and stuff like that. So we decided to go into business. I always had a little hustle here and there doing something. I used to be the CD guy with the mixtapes and all of that. I was killing them with that for just a year.
Hey, bring that back.
Yeah, that was before you could just do everything on your phone. So that was my hustle. I was the wholesale CD guy. So I was killing them. But, you know, was working in home care and decided, you know what, it's working for people stuff. It's cool, and I can be a good employee for other people, but I like working for myself, and I like making money for myself. It ain't no better feeling in the world than making $1 for myself.
Exactly.
If I'm broke, that's on me. I messed up somewhere. So I got licensed to teach CPR classes, learn how to build a website, do search engine optimization, and all of that stuff. And we started with this real small office in Beechwood. She was training nursing assistants. I was doing CPR and first aid classes. Some of y'all in here look familiar from CPR classes and stuff like that.
Oh, got one in the back.
Definitely.
Coach Will in the
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So that's the fun thing about it. Out of everything that I do, I would teach CPR classes for free because it's fun. I kick it in my classes. I'm not in there all serious and all of that. Anybody's been in one of my classes, I'm joking for a couple of hours. We learned some very, very valuable information, but we enjoy it. I have fun doing it, and you know, I got 2 classes tomorrow. But that's what we do. So we have the location over here in Maple Heights and Southgate, and then another one down in Akron. So we teach nursing assistants, home health aides, phlebotomists, EKG techs, and a few other things. So, you know, a vocational school, and then we do safety training for a lot of different people also. So that's my first thing.
Now I'm gonna break the parent rule. You know, as parents, you taught to not love one kid more than the other. But I'm gonna ask you, which one of your businesses are your baby, closest to your heart?
MedCert. Yeah, definitely MedCert. Nah, definitely. Yeah, that's easy.
We got a question from the Peanut Gallery.
My guy over here, the bad guy.
Hey man, you say you was in that DVD wholesale? That CD wholesale?
Yeah.
Let me hear how you used to say CD DVD.
CDs, DVDs. I know exactly what you're talking about.
DVDs was there.
Right. Definitely.
But once again, people, this is another example of how you can take your own life and make your own fortunes from it and live the way you want to live. Just freedom. I know everybody's looking for financial freedom, spiritual freedom, life freedom to come and go as you want. Just like he said, if he's broke because of him. He didn't make the move that he should have made, or he didn't go as hard as he should have went. But I know every single one of y'all is looking for that freedom. It's not too late. It don't matter how old y'all are. We can still do this. I'm going to continue to say that all episodes. So if you don't want to hear it, there's the door. But you can do it. Young lady, talking to you. You a young lady, there's plenty of time in your life to do whatever you need to do whatever you want to do. Don't quit your 9 to 5 until you get to where you need to be. Use them just like how they're using you, because guarantee they're using the shit out of you. But don't stop that until you get to where you need to be.
It'll solidify if you sing a riff from I Believe I Can Fly.
Are you taking a personal shot at somebody in the building?
R. Kelly in the building. R. Kelly in the I'm trying to get you to sing.
Hey, P, I knew where he was going. That's why I had to throw it there.
Well, let's throw it back to Byron because he's changed his shirt. Who puts themselves on their shirt? 2 times. I put myself on my shirt. I got a whole collection on Etsy, and I love it. I'm my #1 customer. I got all my colors.
The bad guy, ladies and gentlemen, the bad guy.
Light skin shirt.
You with me? We here? Oh, Brittany, you here too?
No, we never.
Nice to hear
But Ted, since you're here, this is your first live pod. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being the first one to step up to the plate to sponsor this thing.
Oh, yeah.
You was there from day 1, and now you're here on day 100.
Definitely.
And I know you'll be there longer and longer, but I just really, really appreciate you. Like you described about me, a real stand-up dude, that's how I look at you. That's why I came to you with this opportunity and situation so we could partner up. And I really appreciate you for sticking to your guns and staying with us the whole time, bro.
No doubt. You're a big deal.
Ted Myers, ladies and gentlemen. Ted Myers. No doubt.
And congratulations.